Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Firefly Tarot. So I have for you a pick a card reading today, except it's pick a deck this time. We have the 4 different decks, and the topic of today's pick a deck reading is going to be, how does your person really feel about you? Okay, so yeah, how does he or she really feel about you? And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen upon this is when it's going to be relevant. And for this particular one, this is not an open one like, some of my previous loved ones. For this one, what I recommend is to actually think of this particular person, because those are the ones we're going to get messages from. So as I'm, showing you the decks, you can also just keep in mind whichever person that you want to get these messages from. Okay, so you can picture them, their face, you can picture them in your mind, and it'll help direct the flow of the reading, okay? So these are all tarot decks, and they all have their specific names, which I'll give you when later on in the video. But for now, we're gonna just go by color, okay? So this here is gonna be deck number 1, and we're just gonna. This is the blue tarot cards. Okay, that is that's deck number 1. And then deck number 2 is this gold option. Okay. And deck number 3 is this white tarot card. And deck number 4 is the purple. Okay. So as usual, just take a deep breath and relax. And go with what your gut is telling you feels right. It's not about sight, it's about feel, okay? So again, we have, this is group number 1, number 2, number 3, and 4, okay? So the options are going to be in the comments and in the description box. So yeah, after you've made your selection, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose this blue tarot deck. This is the modern tarot. It's still the Rider-Waite one that you guys usually see, but it's like a modern version of it. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at what's going on, how your person really feels about you. Again, this is timeless, so it's whenever you happen upon this is these are going to be the relevant messages, okay? Okay, so let's get right into it. Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages on Group 1's person and how they're really feeling about them, now. Okay, so Spirit, this is for Group 1. How does their person really feel about them? Group 1. Feels weird to not do this with a crystal on the corner of the video. Okay, so yes, Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages. All right. Spirit, how does Group number 1's person really feel about them? How does Group 1's person really feel about them, Spirit? Please let us know. Group 1's person, how do they really feel about them, Spirit? Spirit, how does group one's person really feel about them? Please and thank you. Okay. All right. This deck is a little stiff and new, so it's kind of shedding. Hold on. All right, so let's take a look. All right, wow. You have quite a powerful start here, group one. So you have the King of Swords, and you have the Lovers. So that's pretty clear. This person knows exactly how they feel about you. It is their honest truth that they love you and see you as a soulmate, a deep spiritual connection. Okay, so maybe if it's not the word soulmate, maybe if they're not thinking about that, then they definitely they definitely feel a deep soul bond with you. Okay, so that's pretty clear. So we have the King of Wands as well. So they're very passionate about you. So not only are they honest about their feelings for you, they're also very passionate towards you too, and feeling very fiery and attracted to you magnetically. So we have the Tower here. I feel like this was a huge realization for them in some strange way. You see, so with the Tower, it's like this sort of lightning bolt strike. So it's as if they didn't know this, and then when they found this out, they're like, "Holy crap!" I feel so strongly for this person, and any number of things could have led them to that. It could have been a situation. It could have been like a sudden insight. But either way, they just were like, "Whoa." That, like, they didn't know. They didn't realize this until that time, okay? All right, so we also have, so they've suffered because of this. That might mean that they have kept it in. They haven't revealed it, or if they have revealed it, they didn't really get met with an answer that they liked, because, see, there's this hardship here with the Five of Pentacles. So it could also mean being left out in the cold, you know? So there is a chance that maybe you guys like stopped communicating if they did say something, or either way, it could have meant that. But in some regard, they're struggling or suffering because of their feelings, because of their their thoughts about this connection. Yeah, you see, look at that. Heartache, heartbreak, could be betrayal. We can look into that certainly. But that's oh man, that's rough. Let's keep going. That's a very powerful start. I'm really curious as to what's going on here. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us? How does group one's person really feel about them? What else can you tell us, Spirit? How does group one's person really feel about them? Group one's person, what else can you tell us? Oh, that's why. It's because there was someone else. Or there's someone else like involved. They probably feel like they're competing. Thank you for clarifying that, Spirit. Because I was a little confused. Because this is a deep bond. They're sure of it and they're passionate about it. Now, why that's not a negative thing. So I was very curious about that. Yeah, so with the Fool card, they understand that this was risky. There's a good chance that a lot of you watching, like that, a good portion of your people haven't actually said anything because they understood that this was risky. And they understood that, like, they wanted to start this new beginning with the Fool card here. Just wanting that new beginning in love or of even, friendship, and just taking that opportunity with you. But they felt that they couldn't. They felt that they couldn't take that leap. Because there was some other involvement here. So whether it's that you were already in a relationship, that you were talking about someone that you're interested in or that's interested in you. So it could have been any of these things. But either way, there was some kind of a third-party situation going on. Okay? So let's keep drawing cards here to get some more clarity. But it's nice that the first two cards that came up, well, three, gave a very, very clear answer as to how they feel about you. They're deeply either in love with you or care for you very deeply on that emotional soul level. Okay, Spirit, what else can you tell us about group one? Okay, Group 1 and their person. All right, wow. Whoa, that's a lot to say. So right now, that's the funny part, because right now they're taking a little break from their feelings. They're taking a little rest from this. This is something that has really bothered them. Remember, we have the 3 cards down here, which are not easy to deal with. We have the Tower, which was like this lightning strike of knowledge. And we have the hardship having to do with the connection, feeling left out in the cold, perhaps their passion being rejected in some way, either, you know, even if it wasn't intentional. It's a lot. It's been a lot for them. So they're taking a much needed break from all of this energy. Okay, it was a hit. It was a difficult hit. So we have quite a few cards here. So we have the King of Cups. So you're getting all of the kings here. So we're definitely looking at a very strong and mature masculine energy here. So whether it's male or female, it's a masculine energy. So someone who's like, really mature, really in their power, much like a leader, someone who's strong with their words. So with this King of Cups, someone who's really been contemplating you, thinking, again, those deep love feelings towards you, a lot of emotion here, a lot of emotion, passion, truth. This is really powerful stuff. Look at this. You have a Queen of Cups right next to the King. Okay, so again, the notion of the soul bond, seeing you as their counterpart, or like, yeah, they're equal, someone who's really on their same level and their wavelength. Okay, the Sun card, you know, so much happiness, so much potential for happiness. Okay, if you guys are not, you know, even in something together, there's a potential for this. And the Sun is like the most fortunate card. It's the most bright, radiant, a lot of tones of like innocence and joy. So it's very beautiful. And yet we have the total opposite here with the Devil. So because this is not being fulfilled, this is really putting a strain emotionally and energetically, right? So the Devil is, you know, that energy of feeling trapped, feeling chained. And so remember, we did have the Lovers, and this looks pretty similar to that. So they feel kind of, you know, they feel chained to this connection. They feel unable to get it out of their mind. So it's something that really troubles them. So you have 2 pages here. You have the Page of Wands and you have the Page of Cups. They've wanted to start something, like have that opportunity of something new with passion and with love. And again, it was something that was not able to mature. So it wasn't even able to take flight. The pages are the youngest of the court cards. So this is something that was basically an idea that was not able to come into fruition, right? And I don't know if it's just me, but I'm like losing my voice here. I'm wondering if this has to do with your person. It very well could be, because they've been unable to speak. They want to speak. They feel silenced. They feel like they've lost their voice. Okay? All right. Temperance, a lot of healing and reconciliation that needs to take place, that they've started that process. They've kind of come to terms with this, you know. They've come to terms with the fact that there's some other involvement. I don't know for how long there has been this other involvement, but it's been something that has created that obstacle for them. All right. With the Chariot here, basically after they come up from this period of rest, they're going to make a decision to offer you that love. Okay. They're going to move towards you. It looks like here. They want to, at least. I mean, I don't know if they're actually going to really do it, but it looks like they have every intention to, is what I should probably say. However, they probably feel that you're still going to block it in some way, not necessarily reject them, but there is this tone of like something blocking you guys. Something kind of just being an obstacle in that path. I don't know what it is. We have another Queen. You didn't have the King of Pentacles here, but yeah, look at this. Holy crap. You have the 8 of Wands. The Eight of Wands could indicate travel or quick action or news, receiving news. So that's nuts. That came right after I just mentioned the thing about coming towards you. That's crazy. So they see you in such an abundant light. They admire you. They see you as incredibly caring and nurturing and psychic. You know, they know that you have these spiritual abilities, these deep spiritual abilities. Let me just grab one more, since it's like, you can't see it. I'll probably move it, but like it's this perfect rectangle. Hold on. Spirit, anything else? What else can you tell us about Group 1's person and how they really feel for them? Yeah, they're planning, you see. They've really been contemplating this. They've been really, let me see if you can see all of them. Probably not. There's a lot on the table. So they've been really thinking about this, contemplating this, wanting to reach out to you, being afraid to reach out to you, being afraid to, you know, express their true feelings. I'm just going to not obsess over this. Okay, so yes, they see you as the two queens here. They see you as perfectly balanced. They see you as, you know, very powerful. The king and the queen are next to each other over here. Okay. You guys are moving closer together. Yeah. This thing. Now, I don't know when this is going to happen. That would be lovely if I could tell you that. But there's always a reason for not knowing that. Because if we know it, you know, it kind of interferes with the energies. I know, it sucks. So yeah, but this here, they're in this contemplation mode. They're rethinking their life. They're reevaluating things, and coming to some clarity. We did start off the reading with the King of Swords, which is a card that's heavy on clarity and mental, you know, mental strength and truth and honesty and all that. Okay, this is a really powerful spread here. Let's do a second drawing from this deck just to see if any repeats come up, just to see if it's like a stronger an emphasis, you know. So Spirit, this is for Group 1 and how the person really feels about them. Okay, so Spirit, can you anything else? Anything else for Group 1 and their person and how they really feel about them? Anything else for Group 1? Oh my God. Look at that. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Woo! That's powerful. That is a turning point. That's destiny. Ah, that's really, yeah, that's very telling. So far you have the Lovers, the Sun, the Tower, the Fool, the Devil, Temperance, the Chariot, and the Wheel of Fortune. Do you know how many? That's ridiculous. The amount of major arcana cards. This is a very powerful connection. This is a very powerful situation. Whatever is going on with you guys in your energy field, it's big. There's a lot going on here. Spirit, anything else for Group 1? Anything else? Anything else for Group 1? Group 1, please, and their person. Yeah, you have another major arcana card. Look, the Emperor. They're really coming into their power here, and making these difficult decisions and really coming into their own leadership, kind of like becoming super mature and taking that authority and that lead. That's very. They're not, it's like this is an intimidating energy. Like they're sure of themselves. They're sure of their feelings now. That probably wasn't the case in the past. But they have certainly grown up. There's 3 kings here. They've really grown up, not to mention the Emperor and the Chariot. And then finally we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, so movement, passionate movement towards you. I am getting the sense that this is coming up in your, this is coming up soon. I can't tell you exactly when, but it is coming up soon. This is not like going to be like a year from now. This is sooner than that, like way sooner than that. All right. I guess I can get one more because it feels like something's missing here. I always end up doing this with the messages, but I think you guys enjoy the messages, so I'll do that. At least one. So, Spirit, are there any messages? Now, they might not come up, but they might, okay? Are there any messages from Group 1's person and how they really feel about them? Group 1's person and how they really feel. Group 1. Okay, Spirit, any messages from Group 1's person and how they really feel about them? Group 1's person and how they really feel. Oh my God! This is why they went away. They went away. So there was a third-party involvement, but something happened here. Oh my God. Okay. They hurt you in some way. So the heartache over here had to do with, as well, it had to do with guilt. That paints a picture much more clearly. Okay. Yeah. They did something that made them go away, and it probably made them go far away. Like geographically, even for some of you, not all of you, but it made them go far away because they're running from all of this stuff. Now, I'm really glad that I got that one card because remember I said to you the Tower. Do you remember how I said that they didn't realize their feelings? Okay, I think the reason why is probably because they've been running away from their feelings. And with the Fool here and wanting this new start, you see, wanting that new start with you. Remember, we also had the Temperance. They've come to some self-forgiveness. That's so beautiful. Wow. Jeez. Let's do one more. Spirit, any other messages from Group 1's person? Group 1's person. Any other messages, Spirit, from Group 1's person? Group 1. Any other messages from Group 1's person and how they really feel about them? Okay, so for now, nothing's coming up. Let's just try one more time, and they might not want to speak. Group 1. Okay, yeah, so if that happens, I definitely don't force it, okay? So, the please forgive me, remember before I also said the thing about the throat? Oh my gosh. So, they have been silent. This is pretty significant silence to the point where it's... How can I put this? I think that for a long time, like I said, they were not aware of their feelings. They weren't speaking their truth even to themselves. Okay? That's pretty heavy. That's I don't know what's going on there. I mean, some of them it might be that they were in denial. Others just were like pushing everything down and like suppressing all of their emotions because of all the pain, just not being prepared at all to face this pain, to face themselves, okay? Hurting you hurt them. They were young when this happened, spiritually. They regret this. The 5 of Cups didn't come up, but we did have the 5 of Pentacles, right? So that hardship, like I said. But they know exactly how they feel about you now, okay? They know exactly how they feel with this King of Swords. And yeah, realizing this was a kick in the pants or whatever. And it's really bugging them now. It's really, they're obsessing over this and just like having dreams about it most likely, you know? So remember, it is a turning point. This is really exciting. This fast movement that's approaching. Wow. That's a lot of energy. Very nice. Okay. So, group 1. This was a really cool reading. If this didn't fit with you at all, please feel free to pick a different deck, okay? But for now, that's everything that I have. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you, if this resonated. I'm always so curious, you know, I love hearing people's stories. And like, if you check back in some time after seeing this once, let me know what turns out. This is really cool. You know, good luck with your situation. But yeah, that's what I have for you. I hope that this helped. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. And check back with me for more of these readings. But thank you again, Group 1, for tuning in. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose deck number 2, which is the gold. This is called the Golden Tarot. Okay, so we're going to get right into this and see how your person's feeling about you right now. Oh, well, how they're really feeling about you now. Okay, so Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2 and how their person is really feeling about them now. So this is for group 2, Spirit. Thank you. All right. Okay, so Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages. How is group 2's person really feeling about them? Group 2's person, how are they really feeling about them? Group 2. Okay. How is their person really feeling about them? Okay. Whoa. Okay, my first impression was to say that they feel like that you are their destiny with this Wheel of Fortune and the coming up first. That's insanely powerful. It's a 10, which also can mean like completion. We have the 5 of Swords. So they know this about you, and yet with the 5 of Swords, there's like all of this heavy energy of conflict going on right now that they're really feeling. So there's an upset here. And being that this is the wheel, like the wheels are literally still turning. Like there's not completion yet, but it's a turning point. This is, wow, that's deep. Let's keep going, but that's a very strong start. So Spirit, group 2's person, how are they really feeling about them? Group 2's person, how are they really feeling about them? Group 2, please. Golden Tarot. There's like a somber tone here. It could be because there's, you know, they're just like melancholy. I don't know why that word came up. Group 2, how do they really feel about them, Spirit? How does group 2's person really feel about them? They're like in a mode of silence, resting and contemplating things, and kind of feeling stupid for saying something, I think, because they're trying to be silent now. How does group 2's person feel? Yeah. How does group 2's person feel about them? Yeah, there's a cycle is ending. Remember I said something before about like completion. So they're in the energy of death right now, and there will be a rebirth coming very soon. They're letting die their old ways, their old foolish ways, their old harmful ways. Okay, so something could have gone on here where maybe they did hurt you, but it didn't come up yet. But that's kind of a vibe I got. How does group 2's person really feel about them, Spirit? Group 2. So we had something flip here. The Chariot. Okay. Yeah. They're really making strides to evolve and to move forward. With you and with the connection and feeling in their power again. Feeling like triumphant again. And making, I got the idea of redemption and making up for something again. So that keeps coming up. Let's see. How does group 2's person really feel about them, Spirit? Please let us know. Group 2. Okay, yeah, they're moving on from the fighting. They're done with the fighting. Oh, that's a relief. They're finally ready to move on from like that nonsense, because it was nonsense. We know it was nonsense. The Queen of Swords. So basically they're ready to be more honest. They see you as incredibly honest, and it's almost like it was inspirational to them. So they're the Death card. So, you know, what's coming after that? That was the cycle that was ending. All of the lies or all of the mistruths or all of the not actually expressing their true feelings. That's the cycle that's ending right now, which, you know, which would mean that when they're coming back from it, they're going to finally be real. Okay? What else, Spirit, for group 2? What else for group 2? What else for group 2? Group 2. Oh my God. Wow. The Hierophant. They want something very serious with you. For some of you, it's like they're literally going to ask you to marry them. For some of you, obviously not for all of you, but the Hierophant can indicate marriage or like a long-term committed relationship. Your person, they might not say this explicitly, but another way to describe it is they only would see you as their option for that. Like they only would want to ask you. If they did ask, they would only want to consider this with you and nobody else. Like, you were that special to them. You were that valuable to them. Do you remember how in the first card I said that they see you as their destiny? That's really powerful stuff. It's taken a while for them to get to this point where they can finally be mature enough, though. So there's a likelihood that, you guys had this connection for a long time. You guys are tired from all of that. There has been quite a bit of fighting, right? Or just like disagreements, not being on the same wavelength for a lot of it, not communicating in the same way. So like having different love languages could be a part of it as well. What else? What else for group 2, Spirit? What else for group 2? Group 2, Spirit. Group 2, how does the person really feel about them? How does their person really feel about them? Spirit. You have the King of Swords. This is a soulmate connection. A deep, powerful soulmate connection. Now we have the two, when you have the two swords here, the swords suit is quite powerful in itself, because it's one having to do with, you know, such mental clarity and truth and sharpness, you know, being mentally sharp. It's a strong energy, and now we have two of them, and it shows here that you guys are coming closer together. Both of you standing in your power. It's going to take a little bit more time, definitely, but it's movement towards that. Okay, both of you being in your power, both of you being sure of yourself, sure of your purpose. That's something that just came to me, purpose. And definitely in regards to your destinies with each other, you're involved with each other's shared purpose. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so we have the Devil. See, I told you that it's not quite, I said that it was going to take a little bit more time. There's still this energy of the Devil, so there's some trouble here with past ways. There's still either you or them, so it could be both, honestly. Still struggling with past ways, so this could be past ways of thinking. It could be mental health issues, it could be addiction, really bad habits. It could be anything like that. It's an energy of feeling caged and trapped. So there's still some of that present. Okay, anything else? Group 2. How does a person really feel about them? So the card that flipped here somewhere, so we have the Page of Wands. So, you know, wanting to take that opportunity of passion, really thinking, really calculating this time, really thinking things through, and finally sorting through everything that they've done, what they've said, how they need to mature, how the mistakes that they've made. This is a deep contemplation, which is weird because the Page of Wands is not usually a card for that. But that's what I'm seeing here. Group 2. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Seven of Cups. So there's still an excess energy, like I said. There's just a lot to think about. There's a lot to consider. There's a lot to deal with right now. It's very overwhelming. More likely for your person than you. It's very overwhelming. They're not used to all this energy. They're not used to having to think about all this stuff. And then we have the Four of Coins, being stubborn and not being able to let go of old ways. But like I said, this is coming. It doesn't really matter what they want. The energy of death is coming, the rebirth, the ending of their cycle of this. Okay? The ending of that cycle that's only caused them suffering, you know? But there's some pride here, being like feeling unable to let go. There is some pride that they're struggling with. Okay, let's see. What else? Spirit, anything else? Anything else for group 2? So before I said the thing about marriage, they also, you know, they consider you their wish fulfillment. Oh my, look at what you got behind here. You have the Judgment card. That's, wow, that's a little ominous. So we have the death and the rebirth, but Judgment is the card for rebirth and absolution and owning your mistakes and owning what you've done and finally stepping up and leveling up. Wow. And so the placement, this is the turning point. We're right at the first, like if you see these little things on the wheel, like a clock, right? We're right at that first one. So we're touching it now. So it's going to keep turning. So it means that we still have a way to go here. We have, I mean, we have a lot of work to do. But but it's here, it's starting is kind of what I mean. So yeah, they see you as their wish fulfillment. A lot of them think about having a child with you, okay? And that's something that they've mentioned before. If you fall into that group, this person has mentioned this to you, okay? They've already said this to you. Marriage is kind of like, you know, some people, if it's not literally a marriage, it's like, again, that deep, true commitment of the energy of marriage, right? And again, they have mentioned a child. It's kind of funny because there's a dog in this picture too. Maybe you guys have talked about getting a dog. That's funny. Okay, so we have the Knight of Coins. Yeah, so they're finally, like, when they're having these thoughts and they're not in the energy of the devil, they're finally ready for something stable. Look, let me rephrase that. They are finally ready to be stable. Because they've been unstable. They've been incredibly unstable. They've been harmful. They've been unpredictable. And let me guess, you've had to put up with their crap for years. Okay? That is what I am getting. If it's not for years, then it's been a while that you've had to put up with this stuff. Okay? You know, it was like a give and take. But I do feel that you were more willing to mature and learn from all of this, all of these things, all of these fighting. Okay? So I'm just going to get, I'm just going to see if anything comes out from here. For group 1, I pulled out just like, I did like one message. We'll see if one message comes up. It might not. But let's see if anything additional comes out here. So Spirit for group 2, anything else? Anything else for group 2, Spirit? Anything else? Anything else for group 2 and their person? How do they really feel about them? Group 2, how do they really feel about them? Group 2's person, I should say. Yeah, see, it's just more petty fighting. You have a second 5 of Swords. They really feel like an asshole. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. They feel like an ass. That was such a strong calling for me to say that. There's two 5 of Swords. And they're finally, with all the swords dropped on the ground, and look at that smirk on their face, they're seeing now how much of a jerk they were. Which makes me relieved to hear because of the pride we had earlier. So we have the Knight of Cups, yeah. So we had the Knight of Pentacles or coins. So not only is it like they're ready to be stable, but this is an offering, in a sense, movement towards deep healing love. Okay, so I'm just going to get one message here, 1 or 2, see what comes up. It might not. Okay, so Spirit, are there any messages from group 2's person? From group 2's person, anything? Any messages from group 2's person? Okay, that was kind of a lot. There's something you don't know, so they were definitely keeping some crap from you. Please talk to me. Ha ha ha. Sorry. That was my little evil side coming out. Please talk to me, so... You know, I told you, they feel like an ass. I don't know what they said or did, but they feel like an ass. And you're, you know, if you're not talking to them at all, this is their wish. This is what they think about. They just want to talk to you again. Aw, look how cute. You are everything to me. Okay? No, forgive me for that. They feel bad. I didn't mean to. I'm moving away from you. Well, they are trying to, aren't they? I'm moving away from you. I feel like, honestly, that's more of I'm moving away from... To me, it kind of feels like they're moving away from their past self. You're always on my mind. Wow. Jeez, okay. So I'm moving away from you as well. I just don't know. Like, they are conflicted a lot of the times. I'm in the dark right now. See? They're so conflicted. I don't feel the same way, meaning from the fighting. I don't feel the same way. Whatever they said or did, they don't feel that same way. Like, they said something particularly jerky. It could have been through like text or in, you know, whatever. But they said something that was jerky, and that's what this is referring to. I don't feel the same way as that. And you scare me. So you've forced them to look at themselves, and that terrifies them. They were not prepared to have to do that, but they had no choice. Okay? They had to look at themselves like straight up in the mirror with the lights blasting. Okay? They needed that truth and that kick. Okay? Judgment, death, rebirth. Okay? This is what's going on here. There's still some energy to clean up, but we're right there. We're right there. Remember the Wheel of Fortune. All right? Wow. This was quite a reading, Group 2. If this didn't resonate with you at all, please feel free to pick a different deck. But Group 2, that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. I'd love to hear it. Thank you if you've subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. And thank you again. That's everything I have. I hope it helped. Group 2, thanks for tuning in. And I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 3, or deck number 3, I should say. This is Albano White, or like the Rider Waite. No, Albano Waite, sorry. It's the Rider Waite that you're used to, but it's just like a different variation. Okay, so let's get right into your reading. Spirit, this is for group 3. Okay, so for group 3, Spirit, please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3 and how their person is really feeling about them now. Okay, Spirit, how is group 3's person, hold on. How is group 3's person really feeling about them? How does group 3's person really feel about them? Spirit, group 3, how does their person really feel about them? How does group 3's person really feel about them? How does group 3's person really feel about them? Okay, it took a little while, but here we are. So, okay. So they've been thinking about giving you an offer of love, right? Wow, look at all this. Okay, so they've been wanting to reveal their feelings with this Ace of Swords. Been wanting to break through that silence and really cut to the truth of things, okay? Yeah, they've been thinking about this a lot with the Hermit. So they've been really in deep contemplation about this. So this hasn't told me yet how they feel, but this is what they've been thinking, okay? So with the High Priestess, it's like they've been feeling this deeper connection beneath the surface. Something that they've been hiding, okay? So again, with that theme there. So the Emperor, again, with the Ace of Swords, so they're very sure about this decision, right? They're very sure now about wanting to reveal their feelings and being just very in their power about that. So here we have the King of Pentacles. So just thinking about basically something very prosperous and something very abundant in regards to the connection. But let's see. The feelings part, I'm wondering, right? So Spirit, how does Group 3's person really feel about them? How do they feel about them? Group 3's person. Group 3's person, Spirit. Group 3's person, how are they feeling about them? Okay, how are they really feeling about them? They feel like they've lost a soulmate. With this 5 of Cups. And then we have the 6 of Cups. So they feel very deeply towards you. Let me clarify the 5. Spirit, can you clarify the 5 of Cups? Why is the 5 of Cups here? Can you tell us more about the 5 of Cups, please? Spirit, can you tell us more about the 5 of Cups, please? Clarify the 5 of Cups. Okay, so they were working hard on this connection and they still didn't quite say anything. It didn't sprout, it didn't bloom. They felt trapped because of something was tying them up. I wonder what it could be. So now I have to clarify that one. Spirit, why is the 8 of Swords here? The 8 of Swords. Can you tell us more? Jeez, look at that. You have the Sun card, like this ultimate happiness, and then you have the World card with this ultimate completion. What is happening here? Why was it a feeling of loss? That's so weird. Let's take a look at some more. Okay. Something happened here. Spirit, what else can you tell us about Group 3's person? Group 3's person, how do they really feel? Group 3. Okay. So with the Knight of Wands, just again wanting to offer some kind of passionate energy towards you, but then keeping it inside. The Queen of Cups, that's what I'm kind of feeling from that, as same as the High Priestess, just like having this deep spiritual knowing, but then for some reason not expressing it. Now I'm super curious as to what's going on here. But to be fair, you know, we're talking about their feelings, not about the situation. Let's keep going. Very, very curious here. Spirit, anything else for Group 3? Anything else for Group 3? What can you tell us? What can you tell us about Group 3 and their person? So moving on, but then, wait, did something flip? So moving on from something, so it could be either they were moving on from something that you were, or this is very odd. Okay. Let me get a different deck. Let me do that. Because this is like a story to tell, but it's very unclear. Let's keep going. So remember, we started off with the page. The whole theme of this, it keeps pointing to I want to, but I don't. I want to, but I don't. Like, it's here, but it's not, you know? But it's something that has the potential for so much happiness, but for whatever reason, they keep holding it in. Okay, so Spirit, what is happening here? What's going on here? Spirit, what can you tell us about this situation? Definitely being unsure of themselves, unsure of what to do. Yeah, what the, look at this. What's going on here? They're so troubled. They're so troubled by this. This is like a deep spiritual kind of emotion, and yet it's really bugging them. It's like really bothering them. So with the Justice card, it could be, this could actually be indicating that there's some like external barrier why they can't say something, or where they haven't. For example, if there's like legal problems, I don't know if there's like, you know, the possibility of someone being in a divorce, like custody, it could be something like that. Let's keep going. Spirit, what else can you tell us about group 3? Group 3, Spirit. How the person really feels about them. Yeah, so they're keeping, oh my goodness. You know what will clear it up is the messages, when I pull out the messages, because you've got another Hermit card. You know what it could be? Your person doesn't want to talk. Like, they're not telling me what's happening here. They're just turning inward. They're like, nope, I'm not saying anything. You know, like just very cautious, very guarded. They're afraid of something, possibly. Spirit, anything else for group 3's person? And how are they really feeling about them? Group 3's person, how are they really feeling about them? Oh my god. That's nuts. Okay, so we have another Queen of Cups. Gosh. And then over here we have the Hierophant. So they've been like, this could mean two things. Either that they've been thinking about that long-term committed relationship, or it could be that whole thing about that marriage thing. I think that a lot of them are struggling with their long-term relationship, that thing that made them feel trapped, or something, you know, roles can be reversed. So something having to do with someone, whichever of you, being in something that made them feel tied up. So it could be another connection. It could be a, you know, some kind of a situation that just made them feel bound in some regard. Okay. So again, we have the two queens here, the two Queens of Cups. All right. Why is the Queen of Cups here? All right, so we have the King of Swords. So there's a King of Pentacles before, and there was a King of Swords, whereas there's two queens that come up. Okay. So there's definitely a mismatch here. There's definitely, it's like they want to be with you, but there's something that's completely telling them that it won't fit or it won't work. Okay? So it's like they're always wanting to move forward and they can't, or they feel that they can't. Okay? It's like this battle that's going on, and it's like a lot of confusion. Let's see if we can really get some actual straight answers here. This doesn't usually happen. Usually the answers are pretty clear, and I think that your person has been, just remember, they're in this energy of the 8 of Swords, and there's a feeling of loss here. So they feel like they've lost you, whatever that means to them, that they feel like they've lost you. Spirit, what are the messages from Group 3's person, please? Group 3's person, what are the messages? Group 3. Group 3's person. Okay, and there also could be some negative involvement from their past situation. It just feels like there's this strange energy surrounding them. There's something you don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot. Clearly there's a lot we don't know. They're dealing with a lot of stuff in their field, okay? You overwhelm me, okay? Like their feelings for you are overwhelming. I need to be alone, which is clear from these two hermit cards. Okay, they're really needing to figure things out, so that would make sense. Okay. I crave you, so they're still obviously thinking about you and wanting you. And then finally, I'm sorry I didn't see your worth. So a lot of them could feel like they're too late. So this energy, remember I said that it feels like they lost their soulmate. They have this energy of worry and anguish, anxiety. So for some of them, it might be that they feel that they've lost their chance. Maybe some of you have moved on to a new connection. It could be. But remember, there's like before I said that there was this uneven energy where things didn't quite sync up. Okay. So what we're looking at here is, so there's something in your connection, group 3, that it doesn't quite link up, okay? So this might be something that it's just not quite a match. I'm sorry if that's not what you wanted to hear, but it's really looking like there's just this confused, conflicted energy, a lot of ups and downs here. The suits don't match. You have the cups, and then you have the pentacles, and then the swords. Just a lot of confusion. But this doesn't mean your person doesn't care for you, because they see you as the world and the sun. They see you in high regard, yes. But ever since we started this reading, it's been this thing where it's like, I want to offer you something, but then I don't. I'm sure of it, but then I'm not. Or like that I don't say anything. Okay, so yeah, they're just needing to, in this energy of needing to be alone. They're very overwhelmed. Like I said, it doesn't mean they don't care for you or that they don't desire you. All right, because they do. But something in you guys' energies is not matching up, and that's what's making it difficult. Okay. All right, so this was very interesting. If you feel that this didn't match with you at all, please feel free to pick a different deck, okay, group 3. But that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments what's going on. I hope that this helped. I know it was a confusing reading, but that's because the emotions behind it were very, very confusing. Definitely check out a different reading if you want more clear answers, because I have plenty of love readings up. I have other stuff as well. All right, so thank you to those of you who have subscribed. Please like and share if you enjoyed this. Check back with me for more readings. And group 3, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you who picked group or deck number 4, which is the purple one. It's the Everyday Tarot. Okay, so let's get right into your reading. Spirit, this is for group 4. These are really stiff. Spirit, please provide us with clear, guided messages for group 4. Okay. So, Spirit, how does group 4's person really feel about them? Group 4's person, how do they really feel about them? Group 4's person. Okay. So we have the 6 of Swords. You guys have been through quite a past with each other. There could have been a lot going on in your history. And sort of like you guys both took a lot in regards to like it was a painful kind of a thing, situations or circumstances. But there's this energy of moving past that. So let's keep going. Yeah, so a lot of burdens here with the 10 of Wands. Just feeling a lot of heavy emotional burdens. So this could indicate that like the question was about their feelings for you, how they really feel about you. Their emotions are the burden on their back right now, okay? But let's keep going. Yeah, there's an energy of loss here. Okay, that's pretty clear. So with the 5 of Cups, they just feel this sadness when they think about you. They feel, they could feel regret, but it's just like this energy of sadness and loss, okay? So, I mean, clearly that could mean that you guys aren't together anymore. If you are, it's still like this energy of having lost something from the past, like that, the way that it was. Yeah, so feeling like they lost that sense of security and, you know, your sense of nurturing and how compassionate and giving you are. So kind of feeling like it's not like that anymore. And it used to be, and now it's not. And it brings them sadness to think about that. So we have Justice here. So maybe something happened in your connection where something was really unfair and it caused this like kind of separation. So we have also the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, and yeah, I just feel that they really see you in that Queen energy, where you're very nurturing, very giving, and also very, very spiritual and psychic and powerful in that way. Yeah, look, the Lovers. So they feel very deeply towards you. Whether or not you're together, you know, it's whatever. Like they still feel very deeply towards you. They feel that deep soul connection and that bond with you. But they're very confused with the Moon card. They're very confused. They're in their feelings. They're like they have some anxiety about this and just like some fear. Maybe they're struggling with like being in, you know, stuck in illusion. What else, Spirit? What else for group 4? What else? Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. They've been feeling this way for a long time. Like these, just like these feelings have strengthened over time. So remember I said before that you guys have been through a lot, you know, it could be because of that, like just going through a lot together. And this person, you know, you and your person like growing such a strong bond that only comes through time and going through all these trials together. They do want to start something new with you. They do want to offer you that deep love again, you know, a new beginning of love. But they feel conflicted and they feel blinded right now, like just unable to decide, specifically not knowing what to decide. Yeah, look, see, the 10 of Swords. So there's more painful, there's more pain here is what I meant to say. But it does look like it's coming to an end, this cycle of pain. Okay, so they do feel deeply towards you. They do want a new beginning with you because they feel like the sense of loss, and all of these emotions are a big burden on them. Yeah, like I said, you guys took a hit from this. Okay. Yeah, they're manifesting this. They're feeling a little bit in their power more now. They're feeling more powerful lately. Sort of like they're manifesting this. They're putting it out there. They're moving towards that mentally, or at least the desire. They're putting that out there. Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles for you, and then we have, or how they see you, and then we have the King of Pentacles, okay? So right beneath that, we have the Lovers, okay? So this is another soulmate indicator here, like that perfect match, being on the same wavelength and just having a deep bond that only you guys understand. That's very beautiful. What else for group 4? What else for group 4, Spirit? Yeah, so they're still going through this hardship here with the Five of Pentacles. So this is not easy. This is really not easy. They're they're unable to accept this reality that's going on. They just want this Four of Wands again, which is like, even, could be family, marriage, that kind of family harmony. They're wanting to manifest that. They want this back if it's lost, okay? Anything else for group 4, Spirit? How does the person really feel about them? Group 4, how does the person feel about them? Anything else, Spirit, for group 4? Let's get a different deck here for some extra clarity. This is for group 4. For group 4, Spirit. Okay, anything else, Spirit, for group 4 and what their person is really feeling about them? What does the person really feel about them? Anything else? Okay. They're ready to make a decision with the Emperor coming out. Anything else for group 4? Whoa. And when they do, they're going to speak a lot. They're going to speak. Geez, look, you see? They're ready to speak. Yeah. We have another 10 of Swords, so this cycle is ending. They're ready to be, they're ready to succeed this time. We have a lot here. Okay. So let's take a look. So again, we have another Six of Swords. They're ready to move on. They're ready to move past all of that tumultuous energy. Holy crap. We have another Lover's card. This is an incredibly deep, deep soul connection. Very powerful and pure, okay? I think this came up over here. Again, we have the King of Pentacles. So feeling very mature and in their element and like in their power, in their abundance, just really grown up, after all this time. I think, I don't remember if this one came up, but we have the Eight of Swords. So like all of the stuff that they felt trapped by, this is what they're moving on from. That energy of feeling trapped and blind, just being unable to, we had something with the blind over here, feeling unable to move. They're ready to move past that, okay? They are currently in the energy of the Hermit, so they're in deep contemplation mode. It's ending soon though, because we have the Emperor, remember? They've thought a lot about this heartache, this heartbreak / heartache. They've really thought a lot about that, and it's helped them to mature actually and face everything, because you are their their energy, you know, you're their sun. You're the one that brings the light and clears away the illusion and fog with the moon card and the darkness. Okay, you're the one that brings that in. You're their wish fulfillment, the star. They think about you at night. They've thought about you their whole lives. And finally, look at that with the 10 of Pentacles. You know, this is a very strong energy of completion, of family, of setting down roots, a legacy, all of that stuff. Okay, this is really deep here. This is such a pure and positive energy, very serious about each other, you know. We're just going to see if any final messages come up for you, for your person, group 4. Okay. Spirit, do we have any messages from group 4's person? Any messages from group 4's person, please? Let's see if anything comes up. Spirit, any messages at all from... Do we have any messages from group 4's person? Group 4. Group 4's person. Anything that they want to say? Whoa, that was a lot. I think this was from here. Okay. Remember I said that they'll be ready to talk. That's funny. There's something you don't know. That one has come up a lot today. So they've been hiding, they've been holding back something. So the way that they're feeling now, you know, this, I've moved on. Remember we had 2 of these. They've moved on from the past. Okay? So don't be fooled by that. I've moved on from the past. We had the 2 cards of moving on. I think there was even another one over here somewhere. It's hard to keep track. Look at that. I can't wait any longer. Remember the Emperor, that they're ready. I'm deeply in love with you. Wow. Jeez. And we can see that very clearly. There's so much love with the deep love. You confuse me. They don't know how you feel. Okay? Because they know how they feel. They're very strong in that. But they don't know how you feel now. Like how you feel after everything. Oh my God. That's beautiful. I will never give up on you. That's amazing. I love you. Jeez. This is so cool. I think about you every second. Holy shit, this is powerful stuff, you guys. And I don't have the courage. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Remember they felt like, you know, like all of that discouragement and all of that, you know, just not feeling sure of themselves. But they're so sure of their love for you. There's so many cards for that. It says, I don't have the courage and I can't wait any longer. So they're conflicted, okay? I feel that ultimately they are going to make that move. But if they feel like they don't have the courage, then maybe you have to free up something in your energy field because they're really feeling afraid of this. But they know that you're their sun and their star. And they want this beautiful, you know, connection with you. But this is incredible. Like this is so deep, so powerful, so pure. Like I said, I love you. I think about you every second, and I'm deeply in love with you. I'll never give up on you. Like this is incredible. I know I made a mess here. This is incredible, group 4. This is so beautiful. Okay, I mean this is like one of the deepest feelings of love I've gotten from a reading. Just whatever's going on in their situation, you know, they do feel discouraged, or they just feel afraid, you know, they just feel afraid after everything that's gone on, you know. So send them some good vibes, send them some healing light, okay, because this is quite beautiful. This is a little, you know, this is rare, such a deep feeling of love. Okay, all right, so group 4, that's everything I have for you. If this didn't resonate at all, feel free to pick a different deck, but this is what I have. I hope that this helped. I hope it resonated. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Thank you if you've liked and thank you if you've subscribed, and please like and share if you enjoyed this. And yeah, so check back with me for more readings or check out the videos I have already. Thank you again, Group 4, for tuning in, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.